Escape from Kaer Hope. We're back at it tonight with our adepts. They died last time. I failed the combat against 4 paralyzing ghouls. So we're going to reset tonight, this being a playtest of the pamphlet. It's nice and deadly, so that's good. We don't want to make it too easy, but yeah, Game Masters beware running this 1d4 ghouls. 1d4 cadaver men might actually even be worse. I'm going to change that, I think, on the published, uploaded version. 1d3 for each of them. Alright, so I'm going to continue on as if nothing happened at the field. So we got, to the quartermaster's chamber. We got there. We talked with them for a while. I failed to convince them to open the door. They weren't buying it. I did improve their what is it? Their attitude from unfriendly to neutral. And then it says here, if after each defeated encounter, well, I didn't defeat it, but assuming we had, the adepts receive a cumulative +2 step to their social tests with the shut-ins, as the shut-ins realize the adepts are fighting for their lives outside, and they're obviously not, ghouls or controlled by the horror, or so it would seem. They also get improvement in attitude by 1 degree. So that puts us in a more doable situation here. My weaponsmith, Tiskrang weaponsmith Salavan, was going to, he was doing diplomacy skill at 3 and charisma 5, 8, so step 8. I'm trying to convince them to open. So he's asking for a small favor according to the favor rules. Neutral, so they have now been improved to friendly status after hearing us fight off the ghouls. And that only requires 2 success to get a small favor from friendly folk. So here we go. I got 2 chances before I have to roll for random encounter again. 2d6. Yep. Here we go. I need a 5. The DN is 5, and I need 2 success. So I need a 10 or better. Oh, 9. Okay, that's 1 success. And I get 1 more roll. So we'll let that stand. Try it again. 6, okay. I'm not sure that's how it would work actually by the rules, but in the spirit of moving things along, let's move it along. So okay, so there is no limit to the attempts. Blah blah blah. Now once inside, so unless loyal or awestruck attitude is 1, the 10 residents quickly slam the door behind the adepts after letting them in and surround them with spears and demand that they perform the greeting ritual. DN 5. So each one of us has to perform greeting rituals using our artisan skill. DN 5, a failure gets that individual adept kicked out of the room. So if somebody gets kicked out, I'm just going to play it as long as they sit quietly. I'll only roll for random encounter on a 1d6 every 4. Well, I'll go the old D&D way, every 10 minutes, every turn, every say 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We'll roll a d6. Yeah, that sounds reasonable, I guess. Okay, so everybody's in. Everybody's in now. We're all surrounded we're outnumbered by some mundane peasants, but there are 10 of them, and they all have spears. So even us mighty adepts could fall to that kind of attack pretty quickly. Let's see, what would we, if we were, harried? We could be harried by that many people. That gives us a minus 2 to everything. That's not good. Okay, so Artisan Skills coming up. We have I bought it to be the same for everybody, and boy, wood carving. I have 1 point in it for Thage, so he'll roll his dexterity. So he's got a d12. See if he can stay. He rolls a 9. Yeah, they're satisfied with this lovely wood carving. Mithra has robe embroidery, so he whips out his thread and needle and starts adding to the designs on his robe, on his cloak. So that's kind of cool. He's got a 6, step 6, so that's a d10. 50-50 chance for Mithra. This is interesting. 1, he fails. He botches it. They kick him. They boot him out. So Mithra is sitting alone outside the stone door of the quartermaster's chamber. Rock-on. He's gonna actually be pretty good. He's got a decent dexterity, so he's got a d12. And I didn't write it down, but what is, I should know this off the top of my head. The archer, artisan, is it fletching? Arrow making or something? Yeah, arrow fletching and wood carving. Yeah, I'll say he's into wood carving too. 4, he fails. Rock on gets the boot. So far, it's only Thage inside, and Salavan, we'll see. Salavan, I needed Salavan inside to do the rest of the talking. So, this will be bad if I fail. Okay, so Salavan he is a weaponsmith. He is craftsmanship as a talent. What is it? Weaponsmiths? It's craftsman. Talent is similar to craftsman skill, allowing the adept to make tests to craft and repair mundane items, including weapons and armor. But he could make almost anything. What would it? Artisan skill, rune carving or wood carving? We'll just say it's a wood carver. Wood carving as well. So he'll do step 5, 6. Oh darn, he's only got a d10 as well. Thage is actually the best at his artisan skill. 8. Nice. Well done, Salavan. Okay, so Thage the warrior and Salavan the weaponsmith are allowed to stay. These clowns are stuck outside for a while. So I'll start making social. So the next step here is, unless loyal or awestruck attitude, they will demand a blood promise now. Be sworn by at least one adept, promising to reunite these poor people with the 100 survivors in the fields. Now, that is not necessarily the case if, I suppose, you don't tell them. But, we had to come from somewhere, so they would, I guess, they wouldn't let us go until we promise to take them with us wherever it is we're going. We will explain to them that we did come from the fields chamber, and they will know of it. I'll see if they are friendly at this point. I'll try and convince them to not bother requiring a blood oath. That would be a small favor. I need a 10 or better. No, 8. So they're not buying it. So they require a blood oath. Blood promise oath. Now, what do I want to do? I could... This is an interesting exercising of the blood oath rules of Earthdawn, which have some really cool benefits, some nasty negatives if you don't hold up your end of the bargain. But we're certainly going to help everybody. We certainly plan to, so shouldn't be a problem. No problem with taking an oath. Here we go. Let's take a look here. Yeah, okay, so characters who swear a blood promise oath pledge to perform a certain dangerous or heroic deed. Any 2 living name giver characters with at least unfriendly attitude towards each other may swear a promise oath. Character may only swear 1 blood promise at a time. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, makes sense, sure. Each character takes 4 blood magic damage. which cannot be healed until both parties fulfill their promise. The damage becomes permanent for the characters who do not fulfill their sworn promise within a year and a day. Okay, so we got a year and a day to get everybody out of here. Each character wipes blah blah blah. The character should state the promise. Blah blah blah. The oath supports the blood magic. The oath supports the talent or skill named in the promise, granted +2 bonus to it. That is awesome. So what is it? A skill, a talent, or a skill? +2. Yeah. So I really gained from this. So I'm going to do it for both of these schmoes. Sullivan and Thage will do it. Here's the interesting wordage about fulfilling. The characters, if you fulfill a promise, you may immediately heal the 4 damage, which is good. If you choose to heal the damage, you lose the bonus to the talents, the +2 bonus. The characters may instead agree to heal only 2 points of damage, and make the increase of the talents use their blood promise permanent. So I could add, the remaining 2 damage points become permanent damage, can never be healed. Subtract 2 from the death rating, but in that case you get to keep the +2. So that's pretty cool. So Sullivan and Thage say yeah, and Thage is going to melee weapons. I'm thinking melee weapons should be what he buffs up by 2. That would be amazing. But by 2, yep, we're doing it. Okay, melee weapons is boosted up to 5 for Thage and Sullivan as well. Blood Oath +5. +2 melee. Okay, and with that, at that point, they are finally willing to talk. Further social tests can be made as though these people were loyal to the Oathbound Adepts, at least. Okay, so they're going to have a chit-chat. We'll roll once for the 2 outside. 4. Okay, so nothing shows up while they sit out there silently, trying not to attract any attention. So then we'll read the box text to the players. The 10 survivors quickly warm up to the adepts, asking many questions about their abilities and asking about the other survivors. They will ask the adepts if they have seen the active enchantments in the lost Ancestral Hall and Infirmary chambers. Interesting. Wondering if they still persist, and whether an adept can make use of them, or can use them to their advantage somehow. So yeah, there's some sort of enchantments out there. Now, they can't explain really what they do, but they knew that they were enchanted. The survivors also tell the adepts how Ranson, the lost hero, who was horror marked and raised, in the last pamphlet we faced him. We found him. We thought he was alive because he seemed normal. We took him back to the chamber for basically to heal him up because he looked a little rough, and then he kind of turned on everybody and started attacking us, so we had to put him down. But we found his journal while we were exploring, and that's good for historical purposes, I guess. He was a folk hero of this Kaer. The survivors tell the adepts how Ranson had taken refuge here very briefly years ago, and had witnessed the brutal death of his unnamed beloved at the hands of undead. And clutching an ornate brooch she gave him on his cloak, he vowed to face the horror in the Kaer once and for all. He left that day and never returned. So that's an interesting piece of information, piece of the puzzle, I guess. And then here for the game master is, if the adepts have Ranson's journal, which we do, it was one of the, on the last pamphlet adventure, it was one of the objectives. I believe it was, anyways. Return the remains of Ranson and his belongings, Yep. Discover the fate of Ranson. Attempt to, and return his journal. Okay, so, if we do have his journal, a research, difficulty number 6, will reveal that he named the brooch in his journal, he mentioned its name, that it was named the Brooch of Hope. And after facing the horror, became discouraged, losing all hope, and deciding to return the brooch. In quotes, decided to, in quotes, return the brooch, according to the journal. It also mentions his beloved's name as Hope Winters. So we can't do any research now, especially since Mithra he's the one sitting outside the door, and he has the research ability, I believe. No, he does not. That is a talent for him, and he hasn't even bought it. Okay, I'm gonna have to buy that for him. I have to take a day or two off back in the fields and hope the horror doesn't find us. Anyways, okay, so we learned that stuff. Okay, so Quartermaster Chamber has been reached. That is 50 legend points. Bada bing, bada boom, for everybody. And we bid them adieu and say we will be back for you. Sit tight. We tell them the plan, that we found the Hope Key. We opened the Hope Gate. The Scourge does appear to be over. And that by blood oath, we will be back for these folk to take them with us as we leave. And as we see here, they are randomly rolled, conveniently located, kind of on the way out. So we'll just swing by here, get these guys out of their safe refuge, and we'll be gone. Now, they are safe in there, in the Quartermaster Chamber, because that chamber was stocked with long, distant provisions for the eventual resettlement on the surface. So there's magically preserved rations and tools and things for rebuilding once they all leave, but they've been just sitting in there living off the rations for 20 years. The rations were for like 300 people, the original number of inhabitants in the Kaer. It's now down to 110, so the 10 in there have been eating the rations. They've got lots of time left, so they're happy to continue doing that until we return to get them out of here. So with that, we leave. We go back outside of the chamber, shut the door behind us, and rejoin Rockon and Mithra, who eagerly wait for us, or awaiting a return. So we continue back. Let's get out of here, because we are beat up. We actually died, but yes, we will return back to the fields and recover and do some research. So we step out of the hallway into the stable, no encounter, into this hallway to the fields, no encounter, thank heavens, and back into the fields. So we were beat up. Okay, so first off, actually, I am going to we got some legend points, so that was 50 each. Okay, so that puts Mithra at 250. So I'm going to spend 8 hours meditation one day, spending 100 points, legend points, to get research talent at 1. Alright, I believe I should have taken that, but I got greedy and put my points elsewhere. First circle, yeah, research talent. First circle, perfect. Okay, so now I have that at 1, and I assume that's based on perception. Let's take a quick gander at that, and I'm going to start researching Ranson's journal immediately that day. Research perception, you got her. And difficulty number is a detailed general information or detailed information. General, I think it'd probably be general. D5. Oh yeah, no, it said right in the DN6. Okay, yeah, it's an in-betweener. It's not general information, but it's not super detailed. So, okay, perception, Mithra can do. He has a 7 perception plus 1 research, so that's an 8 step. 2d6, and I just need to hit a 6. Oh, good. 10. He smokes it. Okay, so that day we rest he does some he learns the research talent. We move the horror. Number 6. That is the quartermaster chamber. Number 6. Okay, so we go back to the fields. We spend the next day. So we're healing, and Mithra is meditating, upping his new talent. Can anybody else? I'll do them in a minute. That day, the horror moves throughout the Kaer, makes his way over. He perhaps heard or somehow found out about our presence there. It comes slithering along, the giant slug form of this thing, after we leave, and it somehow finds its way in. It maybe tricks them. The inhabitants are feeling emboldened. They're feeling cheerful, and maybe they get a little too reckless. And this thing, this Garmek is pretty clever. They can converse and stuff too. So it maybe is able to impersonate our voices. They let the thing in, or they open the door to it. All it takes is a second for it to horror mark somebody. And then it can start doing some unfun things to them. Actually, no, this particular horror can't do that much. Oh yeah, well, he could damage shift. Yeah, so he could mark somebody. He can't see them if they slam the door, but the evil thing could inflict damage on itself and then shift it off to the poor person. And then they could be raised on the inside and slaughter the rest. Anyways, it says right here, if the quartermaster chamber is rolled for the horror and the 10 still reside there, consider them all dead and raised as ghouls by end of the day, unless adepts intervene somehow. So that's just poor players who don't see this kind of thing coming. The poor somebody who's new to Earthdawn would quickly get a feel for the horror element of this game. It's a pretty dark, tragic game. So yeah, that day we make contact with the survivors. Everything's peachy keen. We have our blood oath to them. We leave, and then the next day they're all slaughtered. Sad. Okay. I don't know what that means for the oath. Anyways, doesn't matter. We're gonna continue with our plan to get everybody else out safely. So, oh boy, that's a sad turn of events. We lost the entire group in the quartermaster chamber. So I'm not gonna be getting that legend award for getting them out safely. Maybe we should take another day to up some abilities. Disarm trap and steal thought. I'm going to put up steal thought up to 2 for Salavan. So he'll use that 8-hour day to meditate and do that. Rockon's only got 150 points. He can't buy anything. And yeah, neither can Thage. They'll just sit on the points they have, legend points they have. Okay, so that's all we need. So one day, I guess. I'll do some healing off camera. Okay, so it takes us about 3 days to heal completely. I'll roll the d20, see where the horror ends up those 3 days. 19. Unless we roll the fields, we got nothing to lose. Now, we already lost our quartermaster, guys. 19 was somewhere up in here. 18. It's up here. 18, 19. So it's up around the door. We just don't want to see a 1 because that's the fields. 20. No, that's in this room. Up by the door. 3rd day. 5. Oh, it's right here. It's right in our path. Okay. Now, what's our remaining objectives? We need to investigate the quartermaster. We got that. Okay, get the survivors safely through the gate. Oh, yeah. Well, we were told by the survivors about 2 enchantments in the Ancestral Hall and the Infirmary. So we've got a couple issues, or a couple objectives here to do. Which one to do, though? I think it's interesting to check out. We also know about this brooch. It was named and had significance to Ranson throughout some heroic deeds that he attempted anyways. So that's a pretty good indicator that something's going on, something special about that brooch. So we need to try and maybe take a look, see if we can find that too. What was meant by return and decided to return the brooch? Well, we'll find that out as we continue here, but the characters wouldn't know. I think we'll try and go to the Ancestral Hall. That's going to be our next objective here. So we head out into here, first hallway, no encounter. Over into the stables, no encounter. So at this point, we have an unexplored room here, or we could continue on the way we know to another room, and that's where the horror sits. So let's see what the characters do. 1 to 3, they investigate this new room. No, they keep going. We go through the door, and initiative. Initiative. They're in initiative with a horror. Now this thing knows they're coming because 3 of them are horror marked. This terrible situation we got going on here. So I love pulling this thing up in for stats. It's just toying with these poor adventures. Its initiative is only a D8, so it is not a super physical exploding die on a D8. Rolls a 12. Yeah, it is going first. Check everybody else. 1, 1, 6, exploding die. 1, yeah, so we're not going first. We step through. Oh man, we step through the door and it has the jump on us. Yeah, this thing is just insidious and wants to toy with us. It's not going to rush us and attack. Not that it's pretty slow. Let me just grab the minis. Yeah, so we step into the door, into the hallway, and the thing just sits in the middle of the hallway, just looks at us, sends us all into fits of terror. This one doesn't actually have the terror ability, but it does have that horror mark. Standard action. It does have 2 standard actions per turn, because it is just nasty that way. So we'll take both standard actions and try and horror mark Salavan, because he's the only one it doesn't own yet. And these things really like the adepts, because it can glean the karma from us. It can suck the will and the souls from normal people too, but they actually get the karma, the juicy bits, extra juice from adepts. So that makes adepts particularly juicy targets. So he will, I think it's against Mystic Defense. Yeah, horror mark 12. Mystic Defense, so 2d10 against the Mystic Defense of Salavan, which is 10. He's got a good Mystic Defense. Oh, and I just rolled a 17, exploding die. 17 and a 6, ooh, 23 on the horror mark. Now, Salavan does have a defense to this. He has Steel Thought. And he's going to try that. He's got nothing to lose. He's going to, well, he'll cost him a strain. It's rank plus will, so he's got Steel Thought. I knew I was going to need this, so I put it up to 2. Could have used it much higher than that. Willpower is 7 on Salavan. Good for him. He's got a 9, a d8, and a d6 I get to roll. At any time he is targeted by such an ability, the adept may make Steel Thought tests against his opponents test result. Ugh. Okay. Wow. He can use this a number of times equal to his rank per round, but only once against each effect. Yeah, of course. So the thing will try again this turn, and he can try again. But I need to beat the Garmek Horrors roll. That's brutal. Okay, so I get a D8 and a D6. I need to beat 20. Was it 23? I think it was. Yeah, 23. No, I roll a 10. Dang it. And he succumbs. He is horror marked. Okay. At this point, it will move. It will double move up. Because it has, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why not? It'll move up and attack. It still has an action. Let's see what this thing can do. Its bite is 14, 2d12. Okay, yeah. This isn't a super formidable creature in combat, but it will mess you up. Oh yeah, we don't actually have the layout like this. We would always have our fighters up front. Actually, Salavan is a melee weapon, and my archer is in the back. Okay, who will it attack? It's going for Thage. It attacks with a 10. That will hit Thage. Oh no, he's 11. Oh, impressive. Oh, it should have used karma. It has a ton of karma. It drinks our karma every day. It will use a karma. I didn't call it. Too late. It comes up and just toys with them. Slashes its jagged beak at Thage. And we know when we're outmatched, so they will turn, slam the door, and run for their lives. Like little school children. Back, I think, to the fields. Whew. Yeah, I think they have to. They can't stand their ground here. We run away back to the fields with the thing in pursuit. We slam the door. We spend a day sleeping. Where does the thing go? To room 10. Room 10 is right here. It goes to the housing. That's interesting. The next day, what do we do? Would the thing follow us? It very well might. But it knows. It's got us horror marked, so it knows exactly where we are at all times. So it knows where we're sleeping now. It knows where there are other people probably. So it's not too concerned. It'll just bide its time, I guess. Continue feeding off us for a while. And have fun with its new toys. The new people that it got. We'll raise them, probably take a day or two. I don't know. Actually, no, it can do it as a standard action. That's funny. Yeah, it's probably doing that pretty easily. Okay, so the next day we'll come out. We'll just move this along. 2 no encounters into the stable coop. We get into the stables and we run into some kind of monster. Let's see what it is. 7. Okay. That's ghouls. There are 1d3 of them. 3 ghouls, and this thing can control up to 20 undead at a time. There's probably more than that milling about this place in total, but it sends a few over this way to just mill about. So no doubt it has attacked us. Sent these to attack us. Okay. So we just come in to the stable area, and there's all these different kind of stables. There's an upper room. We'll lay it out like that, and we'll come into 3 of these things, and let us take a look at their attitude. The monster strategy, that is 6. They hide in ambush. Okay, so these things are just waiting for us to come in. That's nasty. These things are smart enough to do such things. They do have a perception of 5. They're as smart as half of my party. Initiative 7, move 10. They're the same speed as half of my party too. And they do have stealthy stride of 8. Okay. Alright, so that's 2d6. Let's roll stealthy stride for the group of them. 8. I roll an 8. That is the target number for perception. I do have... hey, surprise strike. My archer has surprise strike. Cool. Danger sense 3. So I'll roll that. It's on my perception. I have 7. Okay, d12. Okay, and do I have awareness? No, I do not. So I'll just roll straight 7s for my other smarties. So the d12 for Mithra. 8. He notices. Yeah, Thage in the front does not notice. Mithra notices. And yes, okay. They can't fool us. The weaponsmith, the warrior, Thage, and Mithra the wizard all notice something's up ahead here. So they do not get surprise on us. But we do roll initiative. Because they're going to jump us 3. Alright, we have a chance here. 4, we go first. Nice, okay. So we come up and we will, we will go like, yeah, no, let's keep the bottleneck. Step up and attack. These guys can see him. He can see him, so we can crisscross. Yeah, let's do this. I've got my new and improved melee combat abilities here now. Thanks to the blood oath we swore, which we do intend to uphold. Even though the recipients of it are dead. Okay, so melee weapons of 5 now. That's awesome. Step 11. D8, D10. Now we're talking. D8, D10. Here comes Thage with a strike. He's going to try to maneuver this thing because he did... yeah, why not, eh? So that's 2, that's an 8 step. So 2d6. 7. No, that's not going to happen. They have a better physical defense than 7. It's 9, yes, of course it is. Okay. Takes a strain though, and he will attack the thing. Oh, he hits an 11, just barely. Okay, and then rolls damage of 11, so it's d10, d8. Ooh, nice, okay. Hits him for 9 damage. And the thing has physical armor of 3, so I did 6 damage to that guy. Okay. Ghoul 1. 1, 2, and 3. Who did he hit? Ghoul number 3 for 6. Gives him 6 damage. Perfect. Okay. Next up, we've got Sullivan. He is going to swing his flail at number 1. So he's got the buff as well to his melee, thanks to the oath he swore. Empowering him, emboldening him. 11, so he's a d8, d10 as well. He's as good as my warrior. Oh, exploding 8. Exploding die. So that's 13. Plus 1, 14. 14 though, that's good enough. Physical defense of 9, 14, that's an extra success. Well done, Sullivan. He does step 12 damage, so 2d10 damage. 4 and a 9, 13, not bad. So he does 10 damage to that one. Perfect. Okay, so that's 16. Mithra will cast Mind Dagger. Imagine if these guys did the Blood Oath too, they'd have a nice boost, eh? That'd be cool. D10, D8 as well. It's a 13. That's a 12, sorry. 12 on its Mystic Defense of 8. Not quite an extra success. And we'll go +2. So that's a 9 damage. D8, D6. 6 and a 6. 12. Exploding die on the 6. 12 plus 1. 13. Okay. Another 10 damage. Who can he hit? He can only hit one. He can hit one. Yeah. Sorry. This would be... One has 10 damage. Another 10 damage, so he's up to 20. The other one's at 6, not 16. He's only at 6. Okay, cool. Now rock on. Wheels back, and actually he's going to... he doesn't have any karma. Nobody has any karma. He's going to Mystic Aim. So that is 9, so D8, D6. For 3, he misses his Mystic Aim. He will take the shot with throwing weapons. So that is a 10, so that's 2d8. Needs a 9 or better. He rolls an exploding die on the 8, so he rolled a 9. 13. Not quite enough for an extra success. He does straight normal damage, 2d10. Oh, exploding die, 10. So it's 11. 19 damage on guy number 3. 19 damage. Reduced to 16. So that one's at 22 damage. Very nice. Okay, we're making shorter work of these things this time. Unconscious at 32. Now they get angry and they attack. What's their attack? Attack is never great. I can't remember it though. 10 and 11. 11 for damage. 2d8 on the attack. This one attacks. Phage gets a 9. Not good enough. He's got an 11 defense. And attacks Salavan for 7. Oh, physical defense of 9. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, he's good. I should give him mage armor since he's up front now. Somebody needs it. Okay. So let's fail. And this one moves up and attacks Phage. Oh, exploding die. 8 plus 6. Okay, 14. Ooh, 21. 21. That's almost... Oh, he's got yeah, he's got an 11 physical defense. So that's 2 extra success. The wretched thing gets around Phage's armor. Doing its 11 damage with poison. So 2 extra success puts it to 15. Oh, D12 and 2d6 damage. That is a nasty blow. I didn't roll great. Oh, well, yeah, that is 14 damage. 14 damage to Phage Stormblade. Brutal. 14, so he's up to 15 damage. 14 damage. Oh, he's got armor of 5, so he takes 9. Okay, that puts him to 10 damage, and 9 is not enough for a wound threshold of 11. Yeah. Okay, got me good, but I also now have to deal with, is it the poison is immediate? Yes. Onset is instant, and then for the next 6 rounds. Every turn for the next 6 rounds. Okay, step 11 or 10. The poison is step 10. 2d8 against my what is it against? I think it's against my toughness, isn't it? Target must... Oh yeah, I can resist too. Right, so first, Phage actually does get a toughness roll to resist the poison. He's got a d12, and he needs to roll a 10. No, so he does take the damage, which is 7. 5, sorry, 5 damage, so he's up to 15 damage. Oh, he's poisoned. Okay, next turn, they go 2d8. Yeah, and they go first, 9. So they will attack. Sorry, I rolled the wrong die for their initiative. 3 for us, so we go first, being the heroes. Okay, so on their turn, I will take the poison damage, And it was 5. Guy number 5. Well, number 5. The poisoned Thage. Thage will retaliate on the one he's working on, actually, with a hit. So he's going to go D8, D10 with that new buff up. I love that. 9. That's a 16. So that is 1 extra success. Giving D12, D10 damage. Nice. Oh, I rolled garbage. 6. So he takes 3. He's at 25 now. That thing has not taken a wound. Salavan up front will do the same. Swing his flail. That's a 5, 10. He doesn't hit quite as hard. He's got a D10, or sorry, 2 D8s. Oh, exploding die on the 8. So these 8-siders are always exploding for me. That's a good dice. So that's a 13 plus another 8. Wow, 13, 21. Roll the explosion again. 21 with a 7. So 28. No, I said 21. Right, with a 7. Yeah, 28. Darn, 29 would have been 4 extra success. Only 3 extra success. That's amazing, though. So that's plus 6 steps to the damage of 10. Step 16. D12, D8, D6. 12. D8, D6 damage. Whoa. Brings the flail down. Oh, not great. 14 damage. Not bad, not bad. So that's 11 after armor. So it puts it up to 31. Yeah, he's crushing this thing. That was 11 damage in a single shot. Its wound threshold is 9. Yeah, it needs to make a... No, it doesn't. It isn't knocked down, but it does have a wound. So that is good. I'll slow it down a bit. Okay. And what's his special abilities again? Vulnerability, sunlight, and I can enrage them. Don't think I need to do that. Okay, that's those 2 attacks. I'm going to... Okay, Mithra is going to cast Mind Dagger and try and finish that one off. It just needs to be 32. I need to deal it 1 more damage, actually. So yeah, he can see that one too, which is fortuitous. Okay, so he's gonna roll D8, D10. I can't use any karma because it's being sapped. That's an 8. Mystic defensive 8. I hit him. Yes. D8, D6 for the damage. Oh, exploding die in the 6. 10. Oh, it doesn't matter. I killed the thing. Awesome. Okay, Ghoul 1 drops. Rockon cocks back his arm, holding a spear, and just chucks her. Lets her go and hits for a 10, so that's 2d8. And he's going for the one that poisoned. I think, no, he's going to go for the hurt one. 7, 8, 9, just barely hits its physical defense. Right on. Okay, 12 is 2d10 damage. Should be good. Oh, double ones. Doesn't even get through armor. Okay, kind of just flesh wounds the thing. Oh, Nelly. Phage. Phage will cast Mage Armor. That's the other one I always keep in the Matrix. I'm going to cast Mage Armor. No, he Mind Daggered. He can't. Okay, these things attack then. Oh boy. Okay. So, neither are injured enough to make it matter. Okay, so they just attack normally. 2d8 on Phage. Oh, exploding die on the 8, so it's 9. Okay. So, 9 out of 12. Just barely hits him. He hits at 11. Okay, and it does damage d8, d10. Ouch. Okay, so that's 79 damage. 5 is... Okay, so I take 4 damage at 19. No big deal. I need to try and resist the poison, because this is... Oh no, I am going to be poisoned from both of them. Not cool. D12. I need to roll a 10. Nope, I rolled a 9. How sad. Okay, and I take step 11 poison. Step 10 poison, sorry. 2d8. 8 more damage. Wow, I just get the beats every time we fight these things. Poison so bad. Okay, on their turn, I feel the poison. Well, we'll say that one just set in. Try to resist the other one's poison. Oops, I need a d12. Need to roll a 10. 3. Nope. Here comes more poison damage for Thage. 6 damage. He's now up to 33 damage. He's unconscious at 43. Ghouls, man, no joke. Okay, now the other one will attack Thage as well. Exploding die and an 8, so it's 12. Oh boy, 12 and 4, 16. That's an extra success. Thing hits D4, D12, D10. That's an 11. Additional 11 damage minus 5, so 6 damage. And is now at 39. He's close to unconsciousness. Not that close to death. Oh, he's dead at... Yeah, actually he's dead at 50. Oh no. The poison. Poison's gonna kill him. We gotta kill these things first. Okay, everybody starts nailing these guys. Yeah. Okay, next turn. 5 for the bad guys. 6 for us. Oh, that was a good time. Good time to roll high. Group initiative. Okay, so Thage is going to try and put down this one in front of him. Like, dang, eh? 10d8, I don't like my odds. I might be able to do it. 10d8, so we rolls a 16. That is an extra success, so that is good. D12 and a D10 for damage. 7 damage. Darn it, I only do 4 damage. I've got to get hitting harder here. That was with extra success too. So 29. Yeah, I rolled a 7 on an average. I should have been averaging 13, so half my average. 29. Thing needs 3 more damage before it will drop dead. Okay, Mithra's gonna have to drop it. He can't cast Mage Armor now. It's too late to save Thage. Yeah. Mithra will Mind Dagger. Yeah, the one that needs 2 more damage. So D8, D10. Here goes. Needs to hit an 8. Oh, he does. 15. Exploding die. 15 plus an 8. 23. So that would be just 2 extra success. Just 2. That's pretty good. Will plus 4 now. So that would be 11. D8, D10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Nice, okay. Yeah, man, there's 2. Well, that's 13 damage. We kill another one. Okay. Now Rockon is left. He's gonna aggressively attack since he's not in danger. Yeah, right. Just looking up aggressive attack again. Just to confirm, I cannot aggressive attack with ranged. Makes sense. Okay, so he'll chuck a spear. He's got 6 spears, I think. He's got he's chucked 3, so we got a couple left yet. Okay, so looking at a 10, 2d8. Need to hit a 9. No, we roll a 7. Actually, no, I wanted to Mystic Aim. I have to hit the 9, so I fail to do the Mystic Aim. Try the shot. 7 again, and I miss. Okay, serve me right, I guess. Does Mystic Aim require strain? I bet you it does. I didn't write down whether it does or not. All the good, any useful talent tends to, doesn't it? Mystic Aim, yes sir. I've taken 2 strain from that now. Used it twice. Tried to use it twice. Failed both times. Okay, this McNasty D8 D10 attacks Phage. It's just gonna take him down. Oh, exploding die on that 8 again. That D8 it's brutal. So that's 13, 14. Okay, no extra success, but it does hit him. 2d8 damage. 6. Okay, so he takes 1 damage. Not bad. He's at 40. He is unconscious at 43. Now he has to roll against the... He rolls a 1 against the poison to resist. Needed a 10. And he takes 2d8. Takes 9. He is at 49 damage. He is unconscious and 1 hit point away from death. He will die next turn. Can these guys finish this thing in 1 turn? Focus fire? I don't think so. I don't think so. This thing hasn't been even injured yet. You never know. We could get lucky. Okay. Could we weave an extra thread? No, not likely. Alright, we're just gonna aggressively attack. That's the best we can do. So Mithra's not going to, can't get the spell off. He's gotta just, he can't do a thread. We have an extra thread and cast a spell this turn, so he's just going to cast Mind Dagger. D8, D10. The huge needs an 8. Oh, and he hits an 8 right on. Okay. D8 and a D6 for damage. Let's start this off. Oh, exploding die on a 6. Nice. 13. 17 damage. Mystic armor. It's 2. 17 damage. That's nice. So 15 damage on that thing for an opening shot. Not bad. Okay. We're getting an aggressive attack out of Phage, so that's going to be awesome. Oh no, that gives him strain. He can't. He will die. He will drop dead from it. Okay, so he just... all the choices you're forced to make in this ridiculous dark game. 11, so D8, D10 on the strike. Here goes. Come on, man. 7. Come on. Not the time to miss. Wow. Did I roll that right? Yes. Looks like I rolled that right. Unfortunate. Okay, Salavan's up in there. He is going to take a strain. So he is +3 to attack and damage. Now we're talking. Okay, so that's 10, 13 step. D12, D10. It's 9. Oh, he hits a 9 barely. Yeah, we're not going to get it done here. 13, D12, and a D10. The damage. 9. Pathetic. Okay. 6 damage to the thing. 21. Okay, well, you know. Rockon can do this. He just needs to do 15 damage. Something like that. 15 damage. Let's see, what is unconscious at 32? Yeah, okay. Well, it's possible for him if he rolls well. He hasn't been able to hit anything though. Mystic Aim he will do. So he's at 3 damage. Mystic Aim is perception of 7 + 2 is 9. So a D8 and a D6. Need some explosions here. Oh, we got one. D6 explodes 10. 15. Excellent. That's an extra success. So he does 12 + 2 is 14. 2d12 damage. Okay. On average, he should roll 14. He can save Phage's life here. 11 and a 6. I just rolled a 17. I don't believe it. Don't believe it. 17 minus... Oh no. 17 minus the armor. Physical armor on the thing. 3. 14 damage. The thing goes to Oh yeah, 34 and drops unconscious. Oh no. 34 unconscious. It's not dead though. Does the poison persist until the thing's dead? I believe it does. We couldn't quite kill it in time. Unfortunate. It's the monster's turn, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'd say you have to kill the thing. Thage drops dead. Lose Thage again, but we killed the monsters. Everybody else gets... well, that was a deadly encounter, so 75 legend points for that one. Okay, so nobody else is even hardly injured. So I think we will go investigate this room here. No, I think we should get out of here because we have to go through another hallway. We retreat back to the fields, taking our dead comrade. I think that's, I call that a session. Man, so tonight we managed to get into the quartermaster chamber, talk with the 10 survivors there and learn some stuff. We then returned home. They died. They were besieged by the horror while we were at home, sleeping off some damage and doing some research. And we did learn that the brooch of hope is out there somewhere. It has, what is it? It's being returned, in quotes, whatever that means. It's supposed to be a hint, a bit of a hint. We'll see it when we'll notice when we see it. We'll figure it out. And the previous owner was Hope Winters. So there we have it. Another session down. Another character, another adept down. Roll on.